Nomies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. It is WIP Wednesday, so let me know down in the comments, what are you working on? If this is your first time here, I am so happy that you decided to come to our channel, into the cozy little corner of YouTube. This is the coziest of corners of YouTube, I'm told. So I hope that you pull up a chair, a seat, a couch, a beanbag, whatever you find the most comfy. Grab yourself your favorite drink and you hang out for a little bit and maybe you work on a project. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, my Nomie. I am so happy that you came back today. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. And we have officially made it halfway through the week. So we are at the top of the hump of the week, and we just kind of coast the rest of the way down and into the weekend. So what am I working on today? Well, let's see if you can guess. It looks sort of like a pickle right now, but I feel like it's probably pretty easy to guess what this is. This is going to be a cardinal. And this is actually a commission piece. Normally I am like terrified to take on commissions because I feel like people have very high expectations. They want things done a very specific way. Like that's why they're doing it a commission style rather than just buying it from you or buying it from somebody on like Etsy. And then they also don't expect to pay very much. They expect to pay like more or like the same amount or less than you would charge for this item normally, but with having like a lot of like dictatorship type control over the project, and it just feels very intimidating and like there would be no room for, you know, creativity or I don't know, figuring it out, especially if it's something I've never made before, like this, because I have definitely never made a bird before. And this is supposed to be a realistic kind of styled bird. So normally I would be very afraid to take on this commission, but the person who asked me to do it is actually a member of our little Nomie community here, and I met her through YouTube actually, and you guys have seen her around. It's Jessica, who you guys have heard her name a few times on my channel, but her and I are pretty good friends, and I was like, of course I will try making this for you. And she had a really sweet story about how her dad liked cardinals and it would be really special to her. And she wanted it made out of like plushy yarn, but like realistic looking. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. We can do this. So here's what we've got going. All right, I've got the bod, and then this is going to attach to the butt, and it's going to be the rest of the bod going out into this tail. Not 100% sure where I'm going to attach it. Probably right here. Have it going out into the tail. And then I'm currently just single crocheting a piece that's going to fit the same size as this part of the tail that's going to stick out, because I want to sew it to the back of it and like reinforce it, because I want it to be a little bit more rigid than it is. So it's hard to hold all of this up at one time. But I'm currently just single crocheting, and I like am holding it up to here to see how big it needs to be. So like I'm planning on it starting around where the black ends, and I'm gonna sew it to the underside. So you won't really see it, but I'm doing it in single crochet, so it's gonna add some more rigidity to it, because this is done in double crochet mostly, and so it's like a little bit floppier than I wanted. Up here isn't, because this is double stranded and I used the same size hook, but the bottom is a little bit floppier than I wanted. So adding a second layer, and then I'll just sew that on and it'll make it nice and firmer. I'm following a tutorial, which I meant to, or not a tutorial, there's a pattern. I'm so sorry for tipping you down for a moment. I needed to open something on my computer. I meant to open this up before I came on here and I totally forgot. I'm loosely following a pattern, and I wanted to let you guys know what it is. Okay, this is called just Cardinal by designed by Barbara Anderson, and this was an Annie's Creative Studio pattern, and I will try to link this in the description. I'm not sure if it will work. but I will try to link it in the description. But if it doesn't work, just so you know, it is Cardinal designed by Barbara Anderson, and it was a Annie's Creative Studio pattern. So I'm like roughly following that pattern, inspired by that pattern, kind of. It is helping me with the general concept of what I'm doing, but I am changing things a little bit. And I would have changed something. If you guys make this pattern, there's something I would change about the main piece of the body. There is a part right here where they have you do double crochets, and I don't know why. The rest of this is all worked up in single crochet, and then they have you do double crochets, and I'm assuming it's for the shape to get it to bubble out a little bit, but like, you don't want to do double crochets on your amigurumi body. I was a little weirded out by it, but it makes it so that it's gappy here, and like, not like, you know, massively gappy, but like a little bit gappy, and you don't want that when you're stuffing something. So I put more yarn behind that so that it doesn't show the stuffing. But yeah, so if I were doing this pattern again, instead of doing double crochets right here, I would just do some increases, I think, in single crochet, and then immediately get rid of those increases when I went down the next row, and then that would give me that same kind of expanding, you know, for the chest that I think that they were going for, without, you know, like putting double crochets into the body of my amigurumi. I don't like that. And then here is the wing. I have one wing done. And it's going to go like this, roughly. See if I can line it up and show you. Okay, I want to make sure I had it facing the right way. So kind of like this. I'm going to have to mess with the placement a little bit. But kind of like that. And it'll be attached, obviously. So we will have the wing, and then obviously it's going to have the longer tail also, which will not go over top of the wing, but just to, let's see if I can kind of sandwich it under there, and then this will go down. And so it's coming along very well. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to have to, you know, mess around with the assembly and see what I like and everything. And I'm debating in the pattern, they, for the tail, starting where the tail meets the butt of your bird, they say to put like a pipe cleaner, and then to whip stitch over it so you can't see the pipe cleaner, and then you can use that and like stick the pipe cleaner at the butt, and then have it just, it said to like trim it so it's only like was it a 1/4 of an inch long? Let me make sure that that's right. Cut off all but 1/4 inch of stem. So you can whip stitch it in there, cover it completely, cut off all but a 1/4 inch of the stem, push stem into the 5th round from the bottom of the body, and then sew the tail into place, and bend tail upward slightly. And I'm debating on if I want to do that. If I do, I'm actually making the second piece that can go down here, so I could actually hide my pipe cleaner inside of the tail, and it could actually be like, it could go down as far as I want it to, because I don't have to worry about hiding it, and then it would make the tail a little bit more shapeable. So once I get my little panel that I'm making done, I think I will figure that out, see how, you know, malleable it is, because sometimes just having like a good amount of single crochets can make something kind of malleable. So if it's malleable enough as it is where she can kind of shape it, then maybe not. But if it's not, then maybe I'll see about putting a pipe cleaner in there, or a chenille stem. They actually did write chenille stem in the pattern, so that's really funny. But yeah, so that is what I'm working on today. And then I put out a little tutorial you guys may have seen for these little hearts. Little heart tutorial. They're so tiny. And I tried to kind of look to make sure there wasn't already a tutorial for hearts this small, and I don't think there is. Not that I saw in my like 2 seconds of glancing. I had actually already made my video and was like in the process of uploading it, and I was like, I should probably check and make sure there's no, I was sitting here like arranging these, and you guys can't even see them. I was like, I should probably look and make sure that there is no, tutorial already up for super tiny hearts, but I didn't think there were because any pattern I've ever seen for hearts, the smallest ones are 2 rounds, and this is a 1 round heart. So what my plan is for those is I'm planning on doing a Valentine's version of the mushroom gnome and doing little hearts on its mushroom cap. So I needed some little heart-shaped mushrooms, or heart-shaped mushrooms, heart-shaped circles, little heart shapes, to put on there. And so I was like, you know what, I might as well make a little tutorial for this, because then if you guys want to do little heart shapes on your mushroom caps, you can, but also you can just use them for whatever. And it was super, super quick, like the shortest tutorial ever. It's like 6 minutes and something seconds long. So if you guys are interested in that, if you're interested in just like a quick couple minute crochet craft, these work up so fast. You could definitely sit here and just pump out so many. They're great for if you're crocheting like while doing other things, like while playing video games or something, because you can do this during like waiting on a match to load, or a commercial if you're watching something you don't really want to crochet during, or whatever. Something where like you're having just like a couple minutes here and there. These would be great. Like, I think these are going to be my new little filler crochet thing, because I can just crochet a bunch of hearts and then use them for stuff. But that's what I'm working on today. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. I would love to hear what you guys are working on. And are you guys excited for February? Because it is February 1st. I had to check. I was like, is it February 1st or the last day of January? It's also February 1st. So welcome to February. We have made it through the first month of the year, and that went by pretty quickly, actually. So guess goodbye January, hello February. All right, guys, I will let you go, and I will see you later. Bye!